Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Intro to Microeconomics at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you just a little bit of feedback on the chapters 13 and 14 activities that I finished grading late last week, and then I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities. Alright, so like I said, I did finish grading the chapters 13 and 14 activities last week. Hopefully you've already gone in to my Ozarka and looked at your grades for those activities and read the corresponding grading comments. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do that as soon as you can and let me know if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have about that. Most of you did well on the assignment and the discussion. So like I always tell you, I really appreciate the time and effort that most of you are putting in to the class, and keep up the good work on that. The discussion that we had that pertained to the protection of intellectual property, I thought that went very well. I enjoyed reading everyone's comments, and most of you provided some really good information on that topic. So keep up the good work on that as well. The chapters 13 and 14 test, on that, most of you did pretty well on that. A few of you didn't really spend enough time on the test. Just as a reminder, you can take the chapter test as many times as you want to up until the due date, and your highest grade on those is automatically recorded. So if you don't do well the first time, go ahead and take it again, see if you can improve your score. And just as a reminder also, those chapter tests are important in that I will be opening those chapter tests for you to use those as a resource, a learning resource, to study for the final exam, which we will have coming up here in just a few weeks. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so that brings us to what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities. So if we go to the activities page in my Ozarka, right now we're on week 12 of the semester. All right, we don't have anything due this week, but we do have our next set of activities due early next week, specifically Tuesday, November 14th. So basically you have just a little over a week to work on the chapters 15 and 16 activities. All right. Chapter 15 covers economic regulation, and in the chapter you're going to learn about topics such as regulating monopolies, antitrust laws, and competitive trends in the economy. And then chapter 16 covers the impact that public goods and public choice have on the economy. There's some unique things about public goods as opposed to private goods and how they affect the economy. All right, and how people actually consume public goods versus private goods. All right, and the incentives to produce in the public goods market versus the private goods market. So you're going to learn a lot of good information there in chapters 15 and 16. So be working on those chapters 15 and 16 activities. Of course, you have the assignment and the test and the discussion, just like on the previous set of activities. Make sure that you start on the activities early enough that you give yourself plenty of time. Most of you are doing that, but there are a few of you that probably need to get started a little bit earlier on the activities so that you have more time to get everything completed successfully. All right. And also, when you start a little earlier, you have more time to ask me questions if you run into any problems or anything. Okay. So just kind of keep that in mind. Remember, you have several learning resources to use to work on those activities and learn the concepts from those chapters. You have, of course, the textbook. You have the PowerPoint slides that I provided in my Ozarka. You have the videos that are linked on the assignment page. So you have several resources there. And then, of course, you can also do your own online research and learn even more about the concepts if you want to. Okay. Just as a reminder, though, make sure that when you're answering the assignment questions and the discussion questions, that you're using your own words and answering each question, each part of each question thoroughly and completely. Okay. So just kind of keep that in mind. And that's really all I have for you for today. You'll notice we are getting very close to the end of the semester. And I know this is kind of this point in the semester where when a lot of you kind of get burnt out a little bit with your courses, but just, keep pushing through. You've just got a few weeks left. These weeks will go by really fast, and so just keep working, doing, putting in the time and effort that you need to, and you'll be rewarded with a good course grade if you put the time and effort in. You do well in these activities, and of course you'll have the reward of a good grade at the end of the semester. So, like I said, we've just got a few weeks left, so keep pushing on and enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and I will talk to you again sometime next week. Thank you.